Made man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. So fresh off watching the Jayson Valez versus Ryan Garcia fight, man. Ryan Garcia, hats off to him and his entire corner, getting the job done by defeating Jayson Valez by unanimous decision last night. Now, of course, the big takeaway that's going to come from this is that did this kid make a statement last night? I mean, he's been running around boxing talking a lot of good talk. You know, he's been calling out guys like Tank Davis. He's been saying he's want to fight people like Vasyl Lomachenko. And last night was a good test for him, I thought. Jayson Valez is a very experienced fighter. Though he did come into that fight last night with 4 losses, didn't beat no one, in my opinion, of note. You know, he still has a lot of world-class experience. Like, he's been fighting good level of competition if you actually look at his resume. Not to mention he came in with a good amateur pedigree. But the thing is, though, is that Jayson Valez has been working in Puerto Rico at some chicken spot, man, at a fast food restaurant. This is where they found him at. And then prior to that, in his fight with Manuel Lopez, he just went 12 rounds just 2 months ago. So, of course, he could have been a little worn down, you know what I'm saying? And so Ryan Garcia pretty much caught him at a good time. Now, for Ryan Garcia's performance, I will say I did like some things that I saw in there last night, and some things I didn't like. And we all know that he's a prospect. He's getting better and better per fight. So I don't want to overly criticize him, if you will, you know. But clearly, Ryan Garcia showed us a different version of himself, I thought, last night. Usually, Ryan Garcia works behind a lot of power shots. He comes in with a lot of big right hands. He likes to come in there and try to batter his opponents and try to get them out of there fast and flashy. But last night, I saw him working more behind the jab, something it's been said that him and his father has been working more and more on. His father also trains him. And they've been saying that they've been working more. They want him to work more behind the jab. And I think that is very appropriate for Ryan Garcia. If the kid gets better at working behind the jab, it will make him just 20 times better overall. Now, it seems as if, to me, things that I've seen that I think he needs to work on is head movement. He needs to go to the body, in my opinion, a lot more. And most importantly, he needs to look out for being countered. He gets countered a lot. He throws that jab out there, and he hasn't mastered the art of throwing the jab and keeping that right hand up. You know what I'm saying? Because he gets countered a lot. Jayson Valez last night had most of his success when he was coming forward and hitting Ryan Garcia with counter shots after he tried to flick the jab out there. So, and then Ryan Garcia went back to his normal pattern, and that is using a lot of power shots as the fight progressed on. Thing is, man, yeah, though he didn't look stellar and didn't make a top rated statement last night, he did pass a good test, I thought. You know what I mean? As to where Ryan Garcia is at in his career, I'm realistic about this. I thought he did pretty decent last night. Now, Jayson Valez, like I said, he's not the most elite creme de la creme, but the experience level that comes with fighting a guy like him, going the full fight, I'm telling you, man, it's priceless. So, of course, Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, Vasyl Lomachenko, he's definitely not quite there yet. Okay, let's not take everything that someone says so literal, you know what I mean? Like, we all know he ain't there yet. This dude will get destroyed by Tank Davis and destroyed by Vasyl Lomachenko, especially being so open to counter shots. You being so open to counter shots against a Tank and a Vasyl Lomachenko, that's like their strong points. So, nah, man, this kid ain't ready yet. He's going to need at least 2, 3, maybe even 4 more fights, in my opinion. Goldenboy Promotions, I don't think they'll be in no rush to move him that fast anyway. This is Oscar De La Hoya. One thing I always gave to Oscar, he's, I think, much better at than a lot of other promoters and managers or whatever at moving fighters. When a lot of those PBC fighters were under Oscar, they were actually fighting each other. It's when they left Oscar when they stopped fighting each other. You know what I mean? But anyway. But the fact is, man, you know, I like Ryan Garcia, man. I mean, everybody don't get turned off by his cocky attitude. But I think, you know, honestly, man, I mean, he's just bigging his name up. I mean, I'm cool with it. I mean, y'all act like we haven't seen this movie over and over again. That's what young fighters do. They call out the top dogs. They eventually say they want to fight the top dogs, as they should. I mean, if he's hungry enough, you know what I mean? But let's just be real. As of today, Tank would destroy him, man. Counter uppercut central. You know what I'm saying? And Vasyl Lomachenko also, man, you know, come on. Let's not even go there. So, good victory for the kid last night. Keep grinding, keep striving. I'm sure the boxing world is keeping our third eye on him, and we'll see what else he gets to able to get done. I mean, okay, let's just be real. Well, I said 3, 4 fights. I say 2, 3 fights. 2, 3 fights. If he's still at 130, because the kid is very big for the weight. You know, he had to strip down to his, you know, bare ass just to make weight for this fight. So if he's still at 130 in 2 or 3 fights, I say him and Tank Davis should get it on. Or him and Vasyl Lomachenko if they can make that happen. Real talk. I like to see it. We seen him on ESPN last night. We know Vasyl Lomachenko fights off of ESPN also. So no polished shit there. You know what I mean? So we'll see how this thing goes, man. Real talk. I'm keeping my eye on Ryan Garcia. He talks big talk, but he didn't make the statement that we all hoped he was going to make last night. He didn't stop this dude. But however, Jayson Valez has never been stopped, ladies and gentlemen. So that's not an easy feat. But he still beat him. Beat him by at least 8 to 9 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So that's impressive. So to the next video, Main Man, Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man, Made Man Boxing Forum. Google Plus, Main Man, Made Man. Oscar has a lot riding on this kid, man. You know what I'm saying? With Canelo right now being so tainted, you know, who knows how much of a financial hit he's going to really take in the end from Canelo Alvarez. So he needs him a future star. We all know Goldenboy is hurting right now. So let's see if this is the dude, man. We all watching. So to the next video. Peace out.